Welcome to Real Talk with Charles Hill. I said I was going to start soon, so it look like today's the day. Yesterday, since this epidemic, we haven't had any sports. No basketball, which I think the Lakers were going to win the title. Nothing. We all have been quarantined to our home. So the only sport we have been going off of is wrestling. NXT, WWE, AEW. So yesterday is one of the biggest shows in wrestling, Wrestlemania. So Wrestlemania have now become a two-night event, which is okay. You know, we've been used to that one night show, this show of the immortals. So yesterday was day one of WrestleMania, and tonight is part two. So what I'm going to talk about is WrestleMania night one. We had Michael Cole and JBL on commentary. Also, with this epidemic, we had no audience for the first time. So so we know WWE always have these big attendance records. This time it was zero. For the first time ever, the attendance record was zero. They performed this at the PC, the WWE Performance Center, which ain't no problem, but without any audience, the show didn't feel the same to me. Match one. We could count the pre-show as a match. Cesaro versus Drew Gulak. 5 minutes. Ugh. Cesaro wins. Main card. The Kabuki Warriors versus Alexis Bliss and Nikki Cross. I missed this match. Doing something else. Didn't care about the match. I heard Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross want to become the second ever two-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Who are they going to face now? Is the question. What other tag team is out there? Fire Desire? They broke up. No more. Sasha Banks and Bailey? I don't know. I don't think so. And really, what the tag team? We got maybe Beth Phoenix and Natalia? Three teams. Out of all these women on the roster, that's why nobody don't care about it. I think the second match was Baron Corbin versus Elias. Didn't watch that match either. But I heard Elias won with the pull on the tights. Ain't Elias a babyface? So what? He gonna become a heel again? But we know with that going on, Baron Corbin gonna say that Elias didn't ever beat him. So we probably get this match again Friday. So 9 times out of 10, I think we're gonna get a call up. But anyway, I didn't care about this match. Didn't watch it. Didn't see it. So we get to the third match, which I actually got up for it. And felt like my intelligence was insulted. We had Becky Lynch, the man, versus Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. I am not calling her the cage fighter. I'm sorry. She was the Queen of Spades in NXT. I'm gonna keep it that way. What's the purpose of changing her name? Because of Charlotte? I'm sorry. She the Queen of Spades, not the Queen. She ain't calling herself the Queen. She's the Queen of Spades. If you don't watch NXT, that's a must-watch show. Please watch. But the match, it was good until we got to the very end. The ending was very stupid. We have waited a year for Becky Lynch to lose this title. She have ran through the whole division. Asuka, Charlotte, Ronda, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Lacey Anthony. She done went through the whole entire roster. And for Shayna to come up, not win the Rumble, which I find stupid also. You give it to Charlotte, which was pointless because she didn't want to job out to Shayna, which would have been a good rub. I'm not a Charlotte person. I'm sorry. I'm not. I think she's overrated. You give her all these accolades. And look at it. Nobody don't care about her. But getting back to the match, real good match. Shayna being dominant as usual. Shayna is one of them people that if you had a friend and y'all were going to the club and fight, she would be their friend to have. But Becky wins clean. So Shayna had her in a Karafuda clutch. And what she did was flipped her around and pinned her. Last time we have seen that have been in several occasions. We had Balor and Joe, that happened. We had Shayna and Ember happen the exact same way. Bret Hart and Stone Cold happened the exact same way. But I think that they made a mistake letting Becky win. It's time for Becky to do something else. Take that title off her. Honestly, I feel like she's going to lose that title on Monday to somebody else. Either to Ronda Rousey, which I'm hearing that she's coming back, or honestly, I think she's going to lose it to Bianca Belair. And if she loses the title Monday, what was the purpose of calling up Shayna then? That was another NXT talent wasted. We ain't gonna start on that. That's a whole nother subject, a whole nother video. But that will start most of these finishes being real crappy. Real, like, why would you do that? I would rather see the match clean than have these stupid finishes. This match, a ladder match, a triple threat ladder match, which at this point made the match started off the match of the night. That's when everything started getting kind of better, in my point of view. We had Kofi Kingston representing the New Day John Morrison representing him and the Miz, and we had Jimmy Uso representing the Usos. This match was this match should have been in front of people, honestly. This match, yeah, it was a good match. I think with a crowd, it would have been a whole lot better. I'm talking about walking the ropes, doing doing a hurricane runner, doing a Spanish fly. You had everything. Most of these people are high flyers, so you talking about they finna pull stuff out the hat. Kofi jumping on the top rope, jumping on the ladder, giving Morrison a hurricane runner. But let's get to this ending. The ending had all Jimmy Uso take the rack. All of them was at the rack. Ladders up, had the rack. Jimmy unhooked the rack. All of them had the rack, and Morrison just fell back with the titles, grabbed the titles. And I said on Twitter, that was stupid. Any other ladder match we had, if you grab the rack, the match is over. You win. I have to agree with another podcaster, Alex. Yes, he grabbed the titles, which does make sense. Somewhat creative. I don't think the feud is over. I think this is another way to keep the feud going. So I think we're gonna get another match with these teams: the Usos, the New Day, and John Morrison and the Miz, which should be good. If they can do this with a ladder match, what you think we will get with the rest of the teams? Mm, I don't know what can they do to top this. We don't have a ladder match, so what's next can they do to improve it? Next match: Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak. Still another good match. Sami Zayn a real good heel, and you had Daniel Bryan, which I'm hearing that he's wanna stop doing the full time wrestling. So let's get back to that match. The match was really good. We had Sami Zayn being a prick with Nakamura and Cesaro being with him at ring. We had Daniel Bryan with Drew Gulak. Just remember that Cesaro beat Drew Gulak earlier. I kind of thought with Cesaro beating Drew Gulak that Daniel Bryan would win the Intercontinental title, which this was for the belt. So had so at the end, crazy finish. Sami Zayn being the heel that he is, got the pinfall with Nakamura and Cesaro help. This probably will continue the feud. So we're gonna see how this goes. Next match we had was, I ain't gonna say a squash match, but it was a quick match. It was Goldberg, the Icon, versus Braun Strowman. It was supposed to be Roman Reigns, which supposed to be today at WrestleMania Part 2, but since Roman got leukemia and they had taped this earlier, Roman did not take that back. The Miz was sick, and WWE was always cautious about their wrestlers. So the Usos got mad because of the Miz. And since Roman got leukemia, he did not want to come in contact with that. So with his immune system, he's in risk of catching the virus. So they replaced him with Braun Strowman. Out of the gate, had 4 spears. What you trying to have him do? Be like the Brock Lesnar with all these suplexes? 4 spears and Braun Strowman. So he decided to go for a jackhammer. Common sense would have told you, hey, Strowman is 380 pounds. It was already tough enough to get Bray Wyatt up to do a jackhammer. You talking about doing it on the 380-pound Braun Strowman? No, that's not gonna work. So Braun Strowman, as he tried to get him up for the jackhammer, countered it with his power slam. He ended up doing 4 power slams, and Braun Strowman is the new Universal Champion. My opinion about this, Braun finna be a heel. Braun is going to be a heel. I don't think nobody thought about this. Braun will be a heel to face a babyface Roman Reigns. This might wind up to be Braun Strowman's longest title reign. He would, my opinion, he would keep the title until next year's WrestleMania, which will be in Hollywood. And then Roman wins the Rumble. And Roman wins the title at WrestleMania in Hollywood. So if you didn't know, it will be in Hollywood next year. So that's my opinion about that. Braun is finna to become a heel and have a nice reign with the title until next year WrestleMania, which he will lose it to Roman. Now, the main event, which I think was the best match of the night, the Boneyard match. Honestly, if the Boneyard match was like this, Cena versus Wyatt in a Firefly Funhouse match, we should all enjoy this. You had a hearse pulling up to a cemetery, hearing the Undertaker's old theme music. If you like me and grew up on wrestling with your grandparents, you already know how the Undertaker used to come out. Hearse, 2 druids came out driving, pull out a casket, and next thing you know, AJ Styles. And now he's waiting. So you had the Undertaker come up as his American Badass gimmick, which was good. Undertaker needed a change from his Deadman gimmick, so he went back to the Boneyard. Went back to his Badass gimmick, which he was defending his wife honor, Michelle McCool. Because AJ just thinking that it was because of Michelle that he's not the same. So you talking about you putting another man's wife into the picture? I think the last time somebody did that to the Undertaker, I think it was DDP, and that didn't end up right. I'm talking about it was a real. Undertaker was basically had control over this. I'm talking about pounding. I'm talking about, we all know he got them hands. At one point, he had some in his hand and was about to hit AJ. AJ ducked and he ended up hitting the glass of the hearse. Looked at his arm and he see he was bleeding. He was like, oh, he was like, you done did it now. So you had Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson come out, help AJ. And next thing you know it, here comes some druids. And they all fighting the Undertaker. After that, AJ came back. Next thing you know, AJ had him in a grave, a open grave that he said he dug up just for him. Right beside the grave is a little digger with some dirt on it. AJ got in, turned the key. Next thing you know, this white light came up, and here's the Undertaker. His holy trinity, that he called it. I'm talking about came back up, fighting AJ off. AJ wondering how he got out the grave, but we all know how Undertaker is. You can't stop him. So they on top of the roof. Gallows get thrown off the roof. Carl Anderson get tombstone, and AJ got a toe slam. So, so with AJ being tombstone, he was like, "What about my wife now? What about my wife?" AJ, Undertaker saying AJ like, "What about my wife? Can you say her name now?" Honestly, I thought Michelle McCool was gonna come in the match and save him when he was in the grave. I don't think that's over. That thing, that thing, know Undertaker had him, threw him in the grave, put the dirt on him. It was some green grass on it. And that thing, it was his rest in peace AJ Styles, and flew off on his bike. Honestly, this was the match of the night. I think WWE did a great job, and that was night one. So I will review in part two. So whenever that comes up, watch it. And